Wealth is designed like a building. Every skyscraper begins with architectural drawing. Without the drawing, the building collapses. That's why so many lives collapse financially. Today, I will show you why wealth is not found, it is built. What if I told you that wealth is not an accident? Wealth is not a lottery ticket. Wealth is not waiting for someone to stumble upon in the dark. Wealth is designed like a building. Every skyscraper begins with architectural drawing. Without the drawing, the building collapses. And that's why so many lives collapse financially. No blueprint, no design, no structure. Today, I will show you why wealth is not found, it is built. And I will walk you through the architecture, the design, the pillars, the structures, the foundations, and the finishing of true prosperity. If you are ready, let's step into the mind of a financial architect. The first thing about wealth is the foundation. First thing about wealth is this is where mindset is born. Without the right mindset, the right foundation, the building cracks. Wealth is not built on money, it's built on mentality. Give two people, two different people. This is Mr. A, this is Mr. B. These two people, give them 10 million each. In a space of 6 months, one with the right mindset builds a company. The other one with the wrong mindset wastes the 10 million. So the difference here is not the money that is given to them. The money is the same money, but different foundations. So this man has the right foundation, so he can multiply 10 million. This one has the wrong foundation, he wastes the 10 million. The difference is not the money. The same money, but different foundations, different mindset, different mentality. So one tends to multiply and the other one tends to waste. This is just the same as a house that is built on sand and another house built on the rock. One collapses while one stands. Money without mindset is sand. Money with strategy is stone. So, before you chase money, chase mental architecture. If your mind cannot hold millions, your hands can never keep millions. Let me introduce you to the 4 pillars of wealth architecture. The 4 pillars. 4 pillars of wealth. Okay, let's go with this. 4 pillars of wealth. Architecture is capital. 4 pillars of wealth architecture. The first pillar is the pillar of value. The first pillar is the pillar of value. Here, wealth flows to problem solvers. Problem solvers. The second pillar is the pillar of skill. We have skill, pillar of skill. So, okay, let's do it this way. The pillars. One, we have value. Two, we have skills. The pillar of skill. So, Wealth, your skill is your financial signature. The third pillar is the pillar of discipline. 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 Wealth is order, not chaos. The fourth pillar is the pillar of systems. Here is systems. The wealthy stop trading time for money. They build systems that work for them. They build wealth engines. Systems that work for them, whether they are around or they are not around, they are making money. While sleeping, they are making money. A poor man without skills is like a house with no walls. A rich man without discipline is like a house with no roof. A billionaire without systems is like a house that cannot stand the rain. Pillars keep wealth upright. Don't forget the pillars, the four pillars of wealth. The first pillar is a pillar of value. This talks about the problem solvers, what you can provide. The second pillar is a pillar of skill. Your skill is your financial signature. The third pillar is a pillar of discipline. A man that is wealthy is simply a man that is disciplined. The fourth pillar is a pillar of systems. You must build systems so that with or without you, your money keeps flowing. When you begin to build wealth, your wealth will grow from one stage to another. And this is the way I represent it. Okay, I call it the wealth progression. Wealth progression. Wealth, the progression of your wealth. Oh, this marker is bad. Wealth progression. Now, in the wealth progression, we have the first level. That's the first floor of wealth. This talks about survival. The first floor of wealth, it talks about survival. So the people that are here, they are just managing, trying to survive, trying to keep up, working for money, waking up every day, going to work, day in, day out. The second floor is the floor I call the floor of stability. First floor, survival, going to work, trying to keep up. Second floor, stability. At this point, you are managing, trying to build habits that can help you to keep wealth. You are budgeting, you are managing expenses. Then the third floor is the floor I call growth. At this level, you are investing, you are multiplying. Then the fourth floor is the floor I call freedom. At this stage, you have built systems that sustain you. Then the last floor, I call it the penthouse. At this level, you have built wealth, and your wealth has gotten to the stage where it outlives you. Most people live their whole lives stuck on the first floor. They never climb, they never build higher. But wealth is building. You must ascend. You have to build your wealth to the point that you climb to the penthouse. And that is where you build legacy. The legacy you build with your wealth is a roof that you have given to it for protection. If your wealth dies with you, you were never wealthy. You were only rich for a moment. Great families and nations preserve wealth through education and inheritance. A roofless house looks grand but collapses under the rain. Wealth without legacy collapses under time. You are the architect of your financial destiny. You can complain about the economy, about the government, about your job, or you can take the pen, the ruler, and start drawing your financial future. Wealth is not found it is built. Raise the foundation of mindsets. Raise the pillars of value, skills, discipline, systems. Climb the floor from the first stage, the survival stage, to the top stage, the penthouse, and finish it with the roof of legacy. If you do this, you will not just build wealth, you will build an empire that stands tall for generations. So the question is, are you ready to design your wealth, or will you keep waiting to find it?